So I am using a ring light. I am not sure about. I think I look okay. So anyways, in today's video, I want to talk about teenage pregnancy on Moja Love. So in my previous video, I had questions, and one of them was, where are the fathers? So in the past couple of episodes, we have been introduced to the fathers, darling. So let me introduce myself. I am Lungile, and thank you so much for clicking on my video. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. So the fathers are in the buildings. Not all of them, but hey, at least there are some. And me and majority of South Africans who watch the show, we've been like, why is the show just focusing on the girls? And finally, some of the fathers have been brought to the fore. The fathers of the girls, of the pregnant girls, we've met 1 out of 3. I kind of feel like Dando doesn't have a father anyways. I think the man died just from what Dando's mother's been saying. And with Zanele, girl, I don't know. In regards to the teenage fathers, that's what I'm gonna call them, we have met 3 out of 4. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, in Zanele's life, 2 men think they are the father. Think they could be the father, claiming to be the father. You know, we've also met Ntando's baby daddy, but we have not met Amo's baby daddy. So anyways, let me just take it one girl at a time. And I am going to start with Amo, my Venda princess. I love Amo. I don't know, there's just a confidence in her, there's a maturity in her, and yet still a sincerity in her that I like very much. So like I mentioned with Amo, we've met her father. We have not met her baby daddy. But apparently they're still together with the baby daddy. Apparently he is in the picture. Apparently he is employed as well. He works at a tavern. Yeah, so hey, we're not going to be hating over here. Income is income. As long as it's legal, we support that. So yes, it was quite a dramatic episode when we met Amo's father. Her mother decided to take her to Venda so that they can inform her father that Amo is about to have a baby. And turns out Amo's father had already known, because somebody had run ahead, you know, and informed him, ha, your baby in Joburg is pregnant. She chose to be mad. Amo's mom chose to be mad over the fact that somebody had already informed Amo's father that Amo is pregnant, you know. Of course, Amo's father was not impressed. Amo's father was disappointed. Amo's father was blaming Amo's mother that she couldn't parent properly. Amo's mother was like, well, you were not any good either, because when she was under your care, that's when she started running wild, jumping over the fence, going to parties and stuff like that. I think Amo's father is a very strict man. I think he loves his daughter. I think he did the best he could for her when he could. And yeah, you know, I think his way of parenting just wasn't syncing with Amo's personality. Or maybe it never was going to, because you know what? Teenagers will rebel. Teenagers will push the boundaries. And that's what happened. That's what Amo did. And now she's reaping the fruits of her rebellion. She's about to have a baby. And the next I want to talk about is Dando's situation. So we have met her ex-boyfriend, the young man who impregnated her, Tobilani. He just walked in. At least he had the presence of mind not to show up empty-handed. Dando was not impressed. Dando was mad as hell. Dando's sister had fire for Tobilani. You know what? I am her. I am Dando's sister. In that situation, I would have reacted the very same way or worse. On Tobilani's side, when asked why he disappeared, he said he was scared, he was nervous, and he didn't know what to do. I guess he was overwhelmed. Dando was also overwhelmed. Like, the audacity of just thinking you can, guys, no, okay? Stay. Try and figure it out. Don't run away, regardless how scared you are. Like, fear is common in such a situation of teenage pregnancy. The girl is scared too. And when, the privilege of being able to just run. So anyways, Tobilani decided to consult a couple of elders. And I like those two older men that were there in the table, the kind of questions that they were asking Tobilani. Why did he run away? He wasn't saying anything tangible to me, you know. I liked it when they asked him what were his intentions when it comes to Untando. What is she just going to be his baby mama? Is he going to, you know, take things further with her and stuff like that? His answer was a bit iffy. I think they held him accountable and they called him to order for his bad behavior. And I really hope that Tobilani sticks around for the baby, even when the baby is born, even if he and Untando don't get back together, because every child deserves to have their father in their lives. It never rains but pours for Tobilani, because Untando's mother decided, context. So Untando was part of the maidens, Amachichi, in their neighborhood. Now there's rules, there's regulations with every little subgroup of society. And this maiden subgroup, purity is very important. Okay? If you interfere with purity, if you ruin, if you stain the purity, you gotta do a cleansing and you will be punished. Okay, so Dando's mother took Tobilani and Dando to the granny who is in charge of the maidenly activities. I don't know what to call it. And, you know, just to be like, okay, what happens now? And a lot needs to happen. And half of it, even I'm like, what the hell for? Okay, so the granny explains to Tobilani that we need a goat to cleanse the maidens. And then there's another goat for I don't know what. And then Tobilani must buy food for the maidens. And then there must be another goat for something else. And 3 cows. Gogo. What are the 3 cows for? Apparently that's damages. That's him paying for damage. That's his punishment for impregnating a maiden. 3 cows. Who's getting married or who died? And who gets these cows? When and random gogo, because what? No, I'm sorry, the 3 cows are out. The cleansing of Ukans, the cleansing of the maidens, yes, that I get, that I understand. Yeah, but the cows, I don't know. Kanti, what is a cow? And how much is a cow? And you want 3 of them? And easy cook. I don't think Tobilani is gonna do it either. And on top of that, Tobilani still needs to pay damages at Dando's house. As is culture, he has to, you know. So, too much. My third little lady, Zanele. Hi, Zanele. My love, what's going on? Okay, so when the show started, from episode 1, Smanga has been there saying, yes, I slept with Zanele, and yes, this is my baby. Like, young man has been there supporting Zanele. He asked Zanele what happened to your ex-boyfriend. Zanele's like, ex-boyfriend dumped me and disappeared after I told him that I'm pregnant, but it's your baby. She had us all believing that she knows what she's about when she said this is Smanga's baby, you know. And you know what? Kudos to Smanga for stepping up from the beginning, as he should, as every young man that impregnates a girl should step up from the very beginning. Here I am praising a fish for swimming, because it seems like a special thing when a boy steps up. You should step up. You should not impregnate a girl and run. Okay? So anyways, Zanele and her elders go to report Isisu, report the pregnancy at Smanga's family home. Smanga, being the good young man that he is called into the room. He tells his ladies, his mother and cousin, like, yeah, I slept with Zanele. Yeah, this is my child. So Smanga even took Zanele to a doctor because of COVID, he wasn't allowed to be there at the clinic and see the sonogram and all of that and all. So like Smanga was doing all the freaking right things, everything that a father should do when he's about to have a baby. Zanele's baby was born. Smanga and some of his elders came through to Zanele's house to see the baby. They brought gifts. Smanga's aunt was like happy with the baby, saying yes, the baby looks like this and this family member of ours. And you know what? I was happy for Zanele. I was thinking, yes, some peace in Zanele's life. This family is going to accept that this is Smanga's baby. Yes, even though cousin did say we still want a DNA test though. What is it? Is it episode 9? I don't know. We are introduced to Richidze, the ex-boyfriend of Zanele. Richidze came with fire from every direction, from all directions. Richidze is doing the calculations. The young man can count. He's saying, I went to Venda at this time, you and I last slept at this time, and you gave birth so many months later. Zanele, how do you know that this is not my baby and Smanga's baby? According to Richidze's calculations, it seems to add up that this is his baby and not Smanga. I've always Zanele. Stando Sam, my love, my nunu. What is going on? So Richidze is also screaming everybody's favorite word, DNA. Y'all do DNA. Do it. Everybody come through. Do DNA. The baby's born already. There's no risk when the baby's already born to do DNA. Zanele, do the DNA things. Even I want to know now. Because I was so emotionally invested when Smanga's mother and cousin were bashing you. I was on your side. I was like, oh, this woman, what the hell do they know? But now I'm like, what the hell do we all know? This is none of my business. DNA, please. So anyways, Richidze, I really hope I'm saying his name correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. So Richidze is making all sort of accusations now as to why Zanele chose Smanga, because Smanga is from a rich family. Because Smanga, they have money, they had a funeral payout. Richidze, why did we have to know that? Richidze, I am not impressed. When you first walked through the door, I was like, oh, okay, the young man has come down, the young man is about, is ready to take responsibility. But the shade and the bad mouthing, your ego is bruised, Richidze. That's what's going on. You mad that she slept with, number one, a guy you know. You mad that she slept with the guy from your kasi. You mad that y'all have been together for 2 years and she has the audacity to open her legs for somebody else. You mad that you spent so much money on her and she still slept. Richidze, you mad. That's why you're doing all this jazz. As a society, we have a problem, a ginormous problem of men that just don't take responsibility for impregnating the woman. And it's not just a teenage pregnancy issue. Even grown-ass men just impregnate women and run, okay? It could be, you can say, I don't want to have a child, but then you should have wrapped it up, okay? You should have reminded her to be on birth control, Like when you don't want a child, there are certain things you, as a man yourself, need to do to make sure that you do not fertilize any eggs. Man is now given kudos. We clap for a man now for stepping up. We clap for a man for being involved in his child's life. If a man vanishes, when he suddenly reappears in a child's life, we clap for him. Excuse me. When I mentioned Smanga, I said I'm congratulating a fish for swimming. Parents of a child, both of them, both the mother and the father, must be involved in the child's life. Every child deserves to have both its parents contributing in its upbringing. And so it's good for the mother to know that Mr. So-and-so is involved. He is helping me. Even if you guys don't stay together, co-parenting is a thing, co-parenting is possible. Co-parenting itself has been made fashionable. So my guy, I can't believe I'm about to plead, please stay in your child's life and just contribute. Take the pressure off the mother, because when the woman is not under pressure because everything is on her shoulders, then she can be a sweet and loving and comforting mother. And lastly, for yourself, my brother, there are benefits for you as well. For raising your child, involved in your child's life is beneficial to you as well, the man, okay? Society seems to just focus on the financial element. There is more to raising a child than just finances. Yes, both the mother and father needs to contribute financially to raising the child, but then when you, the man, is present in your child's life, that activity of raising your child, you feel some type of way about it, positive type of way about it. Of course, I'm not a man, but I'm just gonna make an example with my father and a couple of my uncles who are raising their children. They love loving their children. Okay, you feel good when you love somebody as a person. Okay, they are proud of their children's achievements. Okay, there is that bond that just gives joy to these men just because they are involved with their children. They are there constantly in their children growing up, turning into young men, turning into young women. And I truly believe that everybody deserves that. And the men who run, they are depriving themselves of that. Oh my God, I believe that is all I have for today's video. Please make sure that once again you subscribe to my channel and you give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye bye.